This video shows how to create multiple POLi links using the POLi console. So the first thing you do after logging in is click on this link here and you're presented with this screen. There's a couple of templates up here that you can use, one in Excel format, one in CSV format, and these are the files where you specify your POLi link information. I've already downloaded one and it's sitting here in Excel, and basically there's a row, each row contains the data to create one POLi link. So there could be one row, there could be 10, could be hundreds or thousands. I'm just going to take you through an example with one. So I'm going to select manual. If I'd selected email, the POLi system would email this link to your customer on your behalf, in which case I'd need to put a recipient name and a recipient email. I'm not going to do that in this case. I'm going to put in an amount and a payment reference. Now the payment reference is data that can appear on your bank statement and obviously is for your reference so that you can reconcile that payment. Okay, I can choose whether I want to receive a confirmation email when this POLi link is used to complete a transaction, and I can also force the payer to enter additional data on our landing page. So I'll say yes in this case. Is multiple, I can specify that this POLi link is single use by saying no, or I can say yes, it can be used multiple times. I could put an expiry date after which this POLi link wouldn't work. I won't in this case. And I can also submit additional reference data that doesn't appear on the bank statement but is available via a POLi report. A POLi payment URL, this is where ultimately the payment URL will sit once it's created. And I've got an option to allow a partial payment. I'll say no. I can actually allow the customer to overpay. I'll say no as well. And these two fields relate to discounted POLi links, which is the ability to present a certain date, a payment amount up to a date, and then a lesser amount or a discounted amount after that. I'm not going to do that in this case, and I'm going to choose simple, which basically means it's a simple POLi link. It doesn't have that functionality. Okay, I'm going to save that file. I'm going to go back to the console and I'm going to upload it. There we go, and I'm going to upload the file. So as soon as I do that, this data here is created, from the data in the file, and I can hit the button here to generate the URL, which it's done in this field. I can export it either to Excel or to CSV at this point, but in this case I'm just going to copy that out of there and paste that back into the URL just to test it. Okay, there we go. There's the order number I specified, there's the amount, and as I said, the customer reference is mandatory. So if I try and select the bank, that's our test bank, and proceed, I can't. So I have to put something in here. So I'll put my name, Jeff, whatever. Okay, look, that's POLi link, multiple POLi links in a nutshell. It's relatively simple and reliable, and I suggest you give it a go.